Hey, what's going on, guys? Gamer Dude back once again, continuing our Telltale game series. We are back today with Batman Season 2, so that is Batman the Enemy Within. So I've already imported my save over from the first game. That would be save 2, not my first save, otherwise you'd have just lost complete track and like, well, hang on, that didn't happen last season. But yeah, so we've transferred that over. We have started completely fresh on season 2 as well. So it's going to be a good 5 weeks. It's going to be a good 5 episodes, which obviously I do one a week, so that's 5 weeks. 5 weeks of gameplay. Sunday we will be continuing our Walking Dead series as well. Be going on to 400 days, and then the week after we'll move on to season 2. Looking forward to that as well, because that's at least 10 weeks worth of gameplay until we get to the final season, which is another 4 weeks after that. So I'm really looking forward to bringing that to the channel, and by then as well I should also be able to bring Back to the Future to the channel finally, because I hopefully should get my laptop back on Monday. Just it's as bad as game developers postponing a game. That's what's happening with my laptop being in repair. It's like, oh no, it's next week now. No, it's next week. It's like postponement after postponement. I'm like, come on, just give me my damn laptop back. But yeah, as I was saying, we're starting right up with season 2 from the beginning. It is an absolutely brilliant series, and unfortunately, like the Game of Thrones finale, the finale of this game did end on a conclusion. It ended on a cliffhanger. So it's a bad case of the same thing I said about Game of Thrones. Would Skybound Entertainment actually ask DC and Warner Brothers to move it onto another company? But then again, it comes down to the voice actors wanting to return, and it's a bad case of would they want to do it? Would the game just need a complete reboot? Or with Rocksteady bringing out another Batman game in the Arkham universe, is that sort of penance? Are they going to take some elements what would have been used in that story into the new sort of Arkham universe game? Or is the Arkham universe game going to be unique and totally separate and have just some small subtle little references to the Telltale Games universe? But it would be really cool either way. Anyway, let's get right on with the gameplay. Episode 1, The Enigma. And we all know what this is about. Deck colour. We'll have red again. So this Batman game is a hell of a lot more interactive than the first season. They fixed a lot of bugs when it came to season 2. It's just basically, it's a hell of a lot of a better detective game. It's a hell of a lot better detective game, should I say. I don't think it'll give a recap, because when I transferred my save over, it already did the recap. So. One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. Oh no, are we getting a recap?
My heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows, and everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle,
just call him Joker.
I turned into it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report.
Well, that was a tiny backstory.
Way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win again, everyone would be happy.
The Riddler. It just really throws that straight in your face with a giant question mark. It's like, oh, okay, it's the Riddler.
Lucky 13! There it is.
Rumi Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce?
I am Groot, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it.
To yourself.
We all wear masks in public. Every day is 1,000 little performances.
Perhaps, but some are more encompassing than others.
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his penthouse and found nothing. Meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham...
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
Those are some decent contact lenses. Can I have those?
Something with a microphone.
Well, looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
Hotel security are guarding him particularly close.
A man like Mori counts more enemies than friends.
I wonder why that is.
So it's been a while since I played this, so I can't remember how long the episode actually is, guys.
He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
Consumer model. Could be a good way to hear Mori's conversation. Al, I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Mori's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
That should be easy enough with Bruce Wayne.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos.
I'm looking for something different. New thrills.
Well, it's a good thing you're here. And it's a good thing I'm here.
You? What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori. I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Why does he need a mask over a balaclava?
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce.
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
How about we go back to my place?
Oh.
I'll call my driver. Meet me outside?
Well, since you put it like that. I never do this, you know.
You know, me neither.
Had to get her out of the way.
Me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap, let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Damn, that's killer. See what I did there, killer.
Let's get started.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
So is the audio alright, Groot? Is it? It's not too loud, not too quiet, you can hear it okay?
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves.
I don't think so, buddy. Awesome. Cheers for the feedback.
Commissioner Gordon on the line, scrabbling audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
I love that car.
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino.
Dan the man, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate
A
it.
madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
See, they really changed up the characters and cast for this Batman series. Like, Riddler didn't really become a thing until quite late in Batman's career. And with this, Riddler's been a thing since before Batman was even a thing. It's like the whole thing with Harvey Dent, Two-Face. He becomes Two-Face without getting the Two-Face. And yeah, I know he had split personality beforehand, but he didn't really become Two-Face until he got the split face. And he just didn't get that. And he's not even in this game.
Please, please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
There's only one way you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'm no good with riddles. I don't know about you guys.
Need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that...
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
It's the kind of conundrum that drives you to distraction.
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
Riddler is one of my more favourite villains as well, but they really changed his character in this game. He does not look like the usual Riddler that we are all used to.
Riddler's taken hostages, casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
They're clearly not his main target. Must be an insurance policy.
You won't like that.
Right, so what else are we looking at here? I'm moving the drone, but nothing's happening. What are we doing? Oh, there we go.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
What the?
Oh, you're going down, bro. That suit is lit.
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint?
Give me an answer.
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action? We need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
You're completely insane!
No, I don't believe that's it.
Oh!
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give him hell.
I think a pinky joke would be appropriate there, but meh. Oh, that is lit.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
What? No. You're going down, bro. You never taken on the bat before.
Hiya, bats. The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open. With pleasure.
I love the Riddler's puns in any universe. The Riddler just has outrageous puns.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed.
Fingerless.
Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city!
You don't know me, Riddler. You have no idea what you're up against.
You must think you're so special. You're not the first hero I've put down. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective.
Gordon, now!
Yet here you... Oh, you have to be kidding. Clever, but not smart enough.
Just clock him in the face.
Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
You're old news, old man. See, that's the thing about Edward Nygma in this game. They've made him old. And they made him a thing before even Batman came along. It's really weird.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Damn. That's gonna hurt. That's a bit of a brain teaser for you. See what I did there?
Follow
Brain
the power
teaser,
lines.
Riddler.
That must be a weak point.
Oh! Damn, that was close. Slow motion diving at you.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
Happy looks, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, dude. Appreciate it.
Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war.
I believe in justice. Maury deserves a trial in a court of law. If he's guilty, his cell will be right next to yours.
Justice? Ridiculous. Either way, you won't be the one to put me there.
This suit looks very much like the Justice League Unlimited suit he was wearing. Except the whole suit's in black instead of grey. Roundhouse!
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with them changing the way the Riddler looks, but changing his whole entire backstory, that just goes a little bit too far for me. Because the Riddler was created because of Batman. And the fact that he exists in this universe before Batman even came to pass, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Nice.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Amanda Waller.
After all, we're here to help.
Ah, you bollocks. I know Amanda Waller too well. And when I first played this game, I was like, dude, she's gonna fuck us over. Amanda Waller's backstory in this game, it kind of is a little bit canon. She still works for Cadmus Labs, but it's also kind of not canon at the same time. There are a few little differences that Telltale Games added in themselves.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The back computer will be able to analyze further.
Well, Riddler thinks he cheated in all the Arkham games. When you solve his riddles in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, he also thinks you cheated. The audio that you get when you complete the riddles is like, what? No, you cheated! Blah blah blah, that sort of thing.
Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody, not a bad result, all told. Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down.
That's because he hadn't met me.
That's for damn sure. You don't know how glad I am you're here, working with the police. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. For what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Uh-huh. Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
And you are?
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them.
So the agency, of course, is Cadmus Labs.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
I've never heard of this agency.
I'll take that as a compliment. We like to keep a low profile.
That means she operates from the shadows.
As do you. Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly, and for so long, everyone thought he was dead.
So hang on, I'm gonna turn on the subtitles as well, because that's something I forgot to do. And turn the music volume down a little bit as well. Just to avoid any copyrights.
Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot. We could do great things together if we joined forces.
Seems that way to me. We should work together to bring Riddler in.
Don't be too hasty, Batman. The agency has a rep for being ruthless.
The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future. I gotta get a security detail on Mori while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
The nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Woo! I thought you was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For your eyes only. If you catch my drift.
So we really want Amanda Waller on our side. Because the first time I played it, I went against Amanda and it just totally bit me in the ass.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
No, but it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help. I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger. The chaos, the energy.
Of course I am. They're an obvious target. Just like anyone who threatens Gotham's safety.
Obvious for you. Most people just run the other way.
I'm not most people.
I think I know you a little better now.
Oh man, she's probing me.
Touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like. You get me? There's a lot of ways this could go.
I don't take kindly to threats, Waller.
That was just an observation. Doesn't mean I'm going against her. I am the Batman, after all. So hard to find your comfort zone when you're live streaming. It's alright when you're gaming properly, but when you're live streaming, you're really trying to fidget around for a comfort zone.
What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Let's have some jazz.
I need something cool.
Doesn't really give you a great selection, but I suppose jazz is better than classical.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
My favourite version of Penguin, I would say it would have to be the original Penguin from the animated series back in the 90s.
Selina. She'll stay away if she knows what's good for her.
I mean, I preferred that version of Penguin because it seemed more like the Penguin. I mean, if you look at future renditions of the Penguin, especially the one from Gotham, the Gotham TV series, he just does not look like the Penguin at all. Yes, Tom Kenny. Thank you for that, because I'd actually forgotten his name. So naturally, of course, I know the big voices like Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, etc. But I'd just forgotten the Penguin's voice.
Lucius's latest model. Never ceases to impress.
Ah, the Batarangs. See, what I love about Batman's Batarangs is, every time there's a new version of Batman, the design of the Batarangs changes. Like, these ones look really sharp and really deadly. A lot like the ones that we saw in the Gotham TV series, where the Batarang just went straight through Jeremiah's hand. And I think he, in the later versions of Batman, so the Ben Affleck version of Batman as well, they're designed to really injure and incapacitate an enemy. Whereas before, like, say, the Arkham universe Batarangs, they're designed to just knock people out. I think that's it for all that. Yes, indeedy. Oh yeah, he did, Mumbo Jumbo, yeah. Oh, that is amazing.
Oh, that's the stuff.
That really does feel like the Batman Returns thing, where he's getting in the Batmobile and he goes, still purrs.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far.
Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
He's still traumatized.
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Dude, that was 6 months ago.
No, don't you worry about me.
Yeah, this game takes place 6 months after the
My first tour of duty.
after the first game.
Family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
Stocks at high. Dent trial pushed back. Cobblepot model prisoner. Yeah, right. Let's take a look at the Riddler files first.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
See, that's what I was talking about. It does not. It does not make sense.
Yes. To have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peñadoro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged.
Damn.
If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
My favourite version of Scarecrow. See, I'm retro and nostalgic when it comes to heroes and villains. I would once again prefer the Scarecrow that was in the original animated series, where he was actually dressed like a proper Scarecrow and he didn't look like an undead skeleton. Not that that look wasn't absolutely awesome. I mean, I loved the look of the Scarecrow in the Arkham universe as well. But like I say, I'm a retro kind of person. I prefer the original Scarecrow from the 90s TV series.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe. But the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
That man's got some competition in town.
Yeah, because
I wonder if we need
Cadmus.
to be worried about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job, I mean.
We have a common enemy in the Riddler. That puts us on the same side.
You really are a different Batman these days, aren't you? Silver linings in all things.
Well, you warned me about keeping my paranoia down to acceptable levels. Thought I'd give it a try.
Yeah, he first appeared in Arkham Asylum when he first gave Batman the whole fear toxin thing, and it went into that weird looking world where you were fighting skeleton people. And then it became his full-on look in Arkham Knight after Killer Croc bit half his face off.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
Well, Penguin does go legitimate in quite a few Batman universes. However, he uses other people to his own means to commit criminal offences. So he is kind of legit, but he's also not. Like, he uses other people so the police and Batman can't point it back to him, even though they know it was him, but there's no proof it was him because someone else did it. I have an eye, but I cannot see. Who am I? Well, it's a hurricane, isn't it? I'm gonna go with hurricane.
The eye of a hurricane.
It fits the description in the riddle, but I'm not sure how it helps us. Even if there were hurricanes in Gotham, it's hard to imagine one helping us with the object in question.
Alright, maybe not.
If that is indeed the key.
I have a needle.
I have a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Okay,
Maybe
then.
it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves.
Find something to use the disc with. Oh, well, that's easy. I'm not that dense, guys. I know what I can use that with.
Needle. A record needle.
I think they were going to in season 3. I think they were going to do a major time skip into season 3.
Halfway there, Batman. Means
And
you've got half a chance of stopping a
you know, they were going to
whole lot
have
of pain.
all the different
To be
Robins and
You're
Nightwing.
already doing better than I thought.
But yeah, it just
Don't
never
sit around
happened. We all know what
living
happened to
easily
Telltale
yourself.
Games.
Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter, working alongside you. How wonderful.
No, that'd be
Certainly
awkward.
is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Got it.
Bye, Lucius.
If I had a
Can't wait
son
to
or a
see Tiffany.
daughter, I would not want them to work beside me. I find it awkward enough going to the same job where my mum works.
I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
So still got 3 people watching. Thanks so much for stopping in, guys. I do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream, don't hesitate to drop me a like. It's not required, but it would be awesome. Would appreciate it. Jervis Tetch, Mad Hatter.
Excellent. Glad I caught you. I have
His
some good news.
entire MO is based on Alice in Wonderland.
That's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with the progress of the Arkham remodel. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the GCPD's. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, this? This is just something for Lucius.
I see. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great. You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech.
You're in my chair.
But if you want me to stop?
No, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
So we all have to remember that even though this is season 2, it is still extremely early in Batman's career. It's probably around about the same time as when Arkham Origins was set.
Pulse waveform. The sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation.
That's actually pretty fucking amazing.
Super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything. So I made you some tech the government would be jealous of.
Someone here wants a raise.
She's already gunning for my job, Bruce. Can you believe it?
The hours you work? Not a chance. I actually have a life. Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. This circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? This is weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angry with me and Luke about that incident with the china.
Well, you know, Al, no one messes with his dinnerware.
Yeah, I've played the Injustice series. Wasn't that big of a fan of it, to be honest. I mean, it seemed more like Mortal Kombat, really. Just had the same fighting styles as Mortal Kombat.
All right then, time to crack this puzzle.
Actually, it was more like Tekken.
I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises, what we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? into the mission. We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler.
Well, if she's anything like you...
She's better than me.
Okay, then let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Lucius has always had a daughter, but he's never really talked about her.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office.
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Please, come in. Make yourselves at home. Can I get my assistant to get you anything? Coffee, water, donuts?
Don't worry. This won't take long.
he does die in every Telltale game.
Really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that.
How's it going down there?
I, left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Riddler? That psycho from the news?
Play dumb.
I thought
Play
you'd
dumb.
be interested, considering your history.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
What are you insinuating?
I would. The criminally insane, they seem drawn to you. Either that or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They're not attracted to me any more than the average citizen. We live in one of the most dangerous cities in the world, right? Stands to reason I'd run into a few psychos.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
I saw you flee after John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zsasz. Several people were hurt.
I don't care what you saw. You weren't there. You don't know what happened.
I realize that was an unpleasant time for you. We're not here to dredge up ancient history.
She is very nosy. She's kind of like Vicky Vale's replacement in this
John
game.
was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact.
Oh.
Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. I knew him for, what, a day?
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
I'm sorry, are you accusing me of something?
Should we be?
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us.
I don't trust you.
Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
you're not the
crossing
hero
the
people think you
line.
are.
I am calling my That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
I tried to keep a level
We'll pick
head.
this up another time.
I tried to be mellow about it, because before I just completely went off on one with them. Well, it's what I did in the last season that's drawn so much heat to myself, because I chose to be friends with John Doe. It's really bit my ass in this.
What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
I told you he dies, Dan. Every single game, he dies.
Lucius! No!
One killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The
rocks Wayne
GCPD is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' chief technology officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
It's one of those things where you just can't save that one person.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal.
This isn't canon either, because Lucius, in any version of Batman, does not die.
And tore a family apart in the process.
Believe me, Alfred, I know how you feel. But we can't make this about revenge. Riddler is a threat to Gotham, and that's why he has to be stopped.
As long as he is stopped. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Please don't bite my head off. Wasn't my fault.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It certainly didn't for me.
Well, that's reassuring.
Working for you.
Gamer Dude, thanks for telling her that.
They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. just thought there'd be more time. There's so many things I wanted to talk to him about.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Oh, I pissed her off.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Yeah, don't blame me. It wasn't my fault. Well,
it's okay.
It's partially my fault for bringing that thing into the building, but it's still not my fault.
Just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
God, Bruce. What are you mixed up in?
It was a scripted thing. You couldn't not do it.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that?
Oh, man.
Just tell me that one thing.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Oh, I don't like the different playthrough on this game.
So sorry, really. Such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right?
Holy shit. Look who it is, guys.
All be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well, no, but judging...
John, can I talk to you a sec?
Bruce! I was hoping I'd bump into you.
Why don't we catch up over here?
Yeah, I love that. We have so much to catch up on. Enjoy the rest of your day. I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans. Your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch.
Yeah, but we all know John is the Joker.
I got you a little something, just to mark the
He just doesn't quite look the part yet. Get well soon.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
You can't possibly mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is.
I don't trust him either, but unfortunately, in this playthrough, I have to make him my best friend.
If
Yay, pen
Take their
pals.
seats. We will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
That's uber creepy.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. You will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot riding on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This air between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Thank you, Bruce. Ooh, that's a good one.
A selfie at a funeral. Everyone's gonna hate me
it
for
off
this.
with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
Hello. Now I'm
How
interested.
do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, but I shouldn't be surprised.
If I ever get my hands on him, I will tear him apart.
Oh, you don't know how glad that makes me, Bruce. You and me, we've got the same taste in people. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
His hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
See, the thing about this version of the Joker, he knows who Bruce Wayne is. He knows he is Batman.
You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away.
So did we really have to do this at a funeral? You know, you could have met me outside, dude.
It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum.
No. Harvey always goes batshit cray-cray. There's no scenario in which you can save him.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
You see, John Doe, Joker, wouldn't have told Bruce that if he didn't know who Bruce Wayne already was in his secret double life. It's been out there since season 1 when he first met him in Arkham that he knew he was Batman. And there's always been those little teasers throughout all of Batman history that Joker knows exactly who he is anyway.
Parts of town to get uglier, but when places like Wayne Towers start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do.
Wayne has a talent for finding himself in the crosshairs.
You can say that again. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in the East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. A construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. There's nothing but a crater there. Not really a place for Riddler to have a hideout.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
The only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk.
And I'm not ruthless?
She doesn't let due process get in her way. So stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me.
Fine with me. Whatever gets results.
There's a line, Batman. Once you cross it, you stop being on the side of right. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. Now that there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor.
Notify Waller. She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority, I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
Exactly, that's the whole irony of the Batman-Joker relationship. He continues to fight him because Batman is the Joker's reason for going on. In all the times Joker and Batman have fought, or the times Joker's thought Batman's dead, he has always said something similar. He's like, with the Bat not around, there's no reason for me to go on. Crime just isn't fun anymore. The Batman is the Joker's sort of insanity tether to the world. And without him, he feels there's no reason to be a criminal. But through this playthrough, I am really going to hate going against Gordon.
She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said she appreciates the cooperation. Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a yin and yang thing.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Vain, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Death trap.
Damn it!
Typical Riddler.
It's stuck! No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
You don't.
We go in.
After you.
Oh yeah, just go down the creepy staircase with the randomly lighting up screens. Freaking House of Horrors.
Give me a good, honest crack house any day. Oh, God.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
One of his pupils is fully dilated, the other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
I would say a bit of both, really, because most of the time he does work behind the sidelines, just dropping riddles out for Batman to find him. But a lot of the time, he is a sociopath, and he does go around killing people, dropping riddles while doing so.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock, or a sudden jolt. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
Retro Gordon, flip-up phone.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
Someone's listening.
That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
Won't budge. It must be locked in place. The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
The fingers were severed after he caught fire.
Well, the dude caught fire as well? Damn.
This torture device is different from the one in the casino. It's not designed to sever fingers. One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't, so he threw off his shoe.
It is family related between Penguin and Bruce Wayne. That's why he hates him.
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
Don't you have some kind of blowtorch in your belt to just open those up, dude?
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers. Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out. Mori, he sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known. What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently they don't like his beef with me.
Catwoman reappears, but I don't think she reappears till episode 3. Something to look forward to there, dude.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here. Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Back there.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
It's Gotham. Everyone's insane.
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals.
Wait, so his tech shouldn't be working. Batman's tech shouldn't be working in that case, because his tech comes from a direct signal from the Batcave, and if no signals can get in, then that means the Batcave signal can't get in. Plot hole! More monkeys.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here. That's an agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
So do I.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name either. And he appeared in Justice League, not the 90s series.
The agency, they'll fight. I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation? Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something
VR.
like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle.
His tech still shouldn't work though. Because, like I said, his tech is directly linked to the Batcave, and if no signals can get in or out, then there's no tech.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box. The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside
not much
the box
time.
and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Joe.
Wow. When you put it like that, let's win this game.
Snapshot.
He's rising, Batman. Hurry the hell up already.
I can almost make out a message.
Don't stop to talk.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. It's still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
Oh crap. That's how his eardrums burst.
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
That's why he ran for the safe so quick.
Use it over the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Oh crap. Oh, we're back again. Oh crap, I can't pause it and read the riddle at the same time. Shit. One won't see trouble, one tell no lies, ask the third if he hides the prize. I have no idea. We're dead. Any help on that, guys? Oh my god, I'm terrible at this.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
No, let's not test it out.
Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Oh shit. Move, 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 move. Which one, guys? Which one? Give me some hints. I'm terrible at riddles. I don't know about you guys. Give it another minute. Alright, screw it. I'm just going to take a guess. Oops. Shit, I guess right.
Just in case.
Damn. Oh, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It looks like a vibrator. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a vibrator.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. Signal. That's how he died.
How who died? That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one.
Lucius. That's how Lucius died.
Don't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
I'm closing in on you, Riddler. We escaped your twisted puzzle. It's only a matter of time before I find you.
Time is one thing you don't have. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
We'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes.
Stopping you is all I care about. I'll do whatever it takes.
Gordon didn't like that.
Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard-ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything.
If you're trying to manipulate me, it's not working.
I'm not trying to get in your head. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was
That wasn't my fault. I didn't know.
Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
I would never give up an innocent life. Not even to save my own.
That's not what it looks like from here. Gordon doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost. Isn't it, Commissioner? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew
they're
you
not
weren't
tights.
sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
I used to wear tights. Ask Adam West. Sorry, little Lego movie
I'll
joke
wait for
there.
Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Riddler loves playing mind games, Jim. This was one of them. Don't fall for it.
You expect me to buy that? You've never lied to me before. I don't like it. I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
You are your own man, Jim. You'll come to your own decision.
I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. Now, to hell with it. I never heard what I heard in there. All right?
Good man.
Batman. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
See, before I told him the truth straight out about Lucius, this time I wanted to do it something a little bit differently, just to see how Gordon would react. But this whole playthrough is basically going to be me going against Jim, because I sided with Jim on the first time around.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. It sounded like he believed you, that Lucius Fox's death has nothing to do with the Batman. Still, Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are.
He already knows.
If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react.
You're right. Jim's a fine detective. It's no surprise he's getting close to the truth.
We'll have to be on our guard. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God, you did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave Scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes. But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours, it may be too much for us on our own. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it.
So, as I was saying, this is the whole detective aspect of this game that I really enjoy. They really refined it for this game as opposed to the first game. They really took elements out of the Arkham series for it.
He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives.
Speaking of the Arkham games, I am actually really looking forward to Rocksteady's next game in the series.
He can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes.
Arkham Knight did end on such a huge cliffhanger, especially with that post-credit scene where we saw what looked like the Batman jumping from the rooftop. But I think that's going to be a game based on the Court of Owls, possibly the Red Hood, maybe.
However unpleasant it may be.
You are a rock, Alfred. I'm always able to count on you, huh? Even in the toughest times.
Although if it is based on the Court of Owls, it would probably be set after Arkham Origins, not after Arkham Knight.
Get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
See, I've always had a theory about that creepy looking Batman in that post-credit scene. I've always thought that it was either Bruce Wayne still alive, still being Batman, or the Red Hood becoming Batman, just using the Scarecrow's fear toxin to bring back that element of fear to the Batman.
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
Because when everyone found out that Batman was Bruce Wayne, nobody was afraid of him anymore. It's like you're just a rich boy in a costume, basically.
Both sound files.
Bruce? Tiffany? 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 Tiffany?
That's a match.
Bruce? The same...
These are definitely not the same. The two sounds have to be the same.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make them the same. I'm trying to listen to them before we hear that.
Riddler. Riddler. Enterprises. Enterprises. Bruce. 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 Bruce.
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked on a Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down.
The Anarchy guy. It could be, because Batman kind of knew it was his last night in Gotham, so he was training him up.
Well.
But there are two different endings to that. There's one where you can attack the Batman and you go in the cell with all the other criminals, or
he may decide to launch
you walk away.
But with the signal, I might be able to divert them.
So it really does depend on that one.
Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died.
And it's definitely not Nightwing, because if you play Batman Arkham VR, which is set during the events of Arkham Knight, Batman kills Nightwing. And he's trying to solve Nightwing's murder, not knowing it was himself. And then he figures out it was himself.
Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham.
How the hell did he get my number?
Actually, it sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
It's my screen background now. That's uber creepy.
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Roomy Maury up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased.
The Court of Owls are very, very similar to the League of Assassins. There is actually a Batman animated film, Batman the Court of Owls. Actually, I'm sure you can watch it on Netflix or on a streaming site or something, and it will explain it a lot better than how I can explain it, because all I can say is that they are like the League of Assassins. They want to recruit Bruce Wayne because they know Bruce Wayne is Batman, and Bruce Wayne just takes them on a ride, basically.
Eli Nabel took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
Cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Oh well, I need to do it. It's different.
I'll talk to Eli. It'll be nice to catch up. Tell Waller I'm on my way.
Like I said, we want to make friends with Waller in this playthrough, just because if you don't, it really does bite you in the ass at the end. But unfortunately, this game does end on such a fucking cliffhanger, and it really opened it up for a Season 3, which Telltale Games were working on, but we all know how that turned out. So to anyone watching now or in the future, hope you're enjoying the gameplay. If you're new to the channel, don't hesitate to drop me a subscribe. I always sub back to new subscribers. they're all just looking at him. It's like, you can stroll in here like you work here.
The deputy ops. I'm sure I'd want to know you were here. Waller's agency people commandeered the whole precinct. Pretty much moved in. They give you any trouble, I'll straighten them out. Running around like they own the place. They got no respect for the way we do things.
Gordon lost jurisdiction.
Riddler's targeting my agents, Batman. That makes it a federal priority.
Like it's not a priority for us?
4 of my agents went missing, including Agent Avesta. I don't have time for a pissing contest.
Your agents are missing?
We believe Riddler took them. If the body you found in his workshop is anything to go by, we don't have much time. Riddler warned us the last time we nearly caught him in Sudan.
Sounds like you need my help.
If it gets my people back, then sure. Riddler's lieutenant hasn't given us a damn thing. I'm hoping you'll have better luck making him talk.
That's why I'm here.
I can be persuasive.
Come on, then.
Just remember, the commissioner likes things by the book.
Oh, this is not going to be by the book.
Gordon told me you talked to Riddler in the workshop. You say anything I should know?
Riddler said he had a history with the agency. Claims your people broke him. Made him insane.
That maniac was insane long before he came on my radar.
He implied it was before your time.
He can tell me all about it after Naval gives him up. You know, I saw what you did to Carmine Falcone last year. Dangling a 60-year-old man off a high-rise was certainly effective. You ask me, you could have gone further.
What's your point?
Use any means necessary. As long as you get Naval to tell us where Riddler is. My agents' lives are at risk.
Gordon would want us to keep this clean. By the book.
We tried the book. It's time for something a little more visceral.
I hear what you're saying there, try playing neutral ground with Gordon and Waller, but in a Telltale game, there really is no neutral ground.
New interrogator, Eli. I believe you two have met before? Get up and get in that goddamn chair.
What the hell is wrong with him?
Probably best to keep this off the record. Unless you prefer me to leave it on.
Keep it off.
Time to play bad cop.
Need anything else?
Montoya's watching.
You might hear some screaming in a minute. Pretend you can't.
I'm probably not going to beat him, I'm probably just going to scare him.
They roughed you up pretty bad, Eli. And still you didn't crack. You're tough. I'll give you that.
I'm so glad you're here.
What?
These people, they ain't cops. They ran the cops off. But I heard about you. You'll keep them, keep her from killing me. Riddler said you had rules against that. Against killing.
Time's running out, Eli, so don't test it.
Just get me out of here.
Talk, and I'll think about it.
I can't!
We don't have time for carrots, Batman. Only thing moving this mule is a big old stick. You get me?
I'm getting there, Waller. Just working up to it.
Good.
See, I'm trying to let her know that I'm uncomfortable with it, but I'm still willing to do it.
Where is he, Eli?
I already said I can't tell you. And I said it 1,000,000 times to the guys before. The only thing I'm more scared of than dying is pissing him off. You've seen his machines. He can hurt you in ways they don't got names for.
Riddler just dabbles in pain, Eli. I've turned pain into an art form.
You don't understand. Riddler has a plan that no one can stop. You can't beat him. He studied you too well. And the agency? They don't have a chance. He can destroy them anytime he wants with a phone call.
He's talking about the signal, Bruce. He has no idea you protected the agent's phones.
There's no one that can save me if I cross him.
I blocked the agency cells, Eli. They won't work as targets.
How do you know about that?
I'm smarter than Riddler.
It makes no difference. There's no getting away from him. He can be anywhere with his signal.
I was very tempted to hurt him then.
His fear of Riddler is too great. You have to get in his head somehow.
Can I just pin him up against a wall or something? Oh, that is a tough decision. Gordon won't like it, but fuck it.
No, Eli. You are wasting my time. And I'm out of patience.
Do I really have to punch him? Can he not just talk like this? Talk.
My goddamn cheekbone! Enough! Please, please. That's enough.
Where's he hiding?
He's on a ship.
This is a total throwback to Heath Ledger's Joker with Christian Bale when he's in the interrogation room with him.
The hell, Batman? What have you done?
Oh, relax. I only punched him 3 times.
Lady of Dublin.
What you did to him. How could you?
He's alive, isn't he?
You hurt him like that. Honestly, I can't see him recovering from head trauma like that.
Riddler has 4 of Waller's agents, Detective. We don't have the luxury of scruples when lives are at stake.
Scruples aren't a luxury. They're a necessity. They're what make us the good guys.
Sometimes good is just another word for ineffective, Detective. It's all about a means to an end.
You're a monster.
Yeah. But he's my monster.
Oh, she called me a monster. Damn. Damn, that is gonna bite me in the ass in episode 2. It was effective though. I mean, I've seen it in previous Batman movies and Batman games and TV shows. He always does resort to something like that every so often, and Gordon doesn't like it, but Gordon always forgives him.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
And this is a very long episode. I do apologise, guys. I'd forgotten how long the first episode actually was. But thank you, Dan, for being active in the chat. Do appreciate it. I am Groot as well. Thanks for being active in the chat.
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think he's
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all made of. You agency imbeciles.
We found him.
Your interrogation of Riddler's man produced solid intelligence. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere. Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
Agents of Vesta and Blake are likely among them, based on what Waller told us.
But you know, even Alfred suggested back in that interrogation room that we actually get inside his head.
A good spot for cover.
So the only way to do that, really, in Batman's mind, is to beat the crap out of someone. Works well enough on Penguin and Two-Face. Yeah, that's kind of it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Don't want him raising an alarm. I'll move when he isn't looking.
It's often a struggle making people see that. You think? I'm sure you can understand. I get it. Sometimes my methods can appear a little... You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online.
Ready, Bruce.
Was there really a need to grapple up there? That is an epic way to just take people out. That's what I was talking about with these batarangs. They're designed to incapacitate, not knock out.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over. Oversized vermin!
Who are you calling vermin? You look more like a rat.
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman. Are you all right?
Oh, come on.
Oh, God. Not more.
You better let me the fuck out of this thing.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks.
Then it's time for some new ones.
Poor Eli held out longer than I expected, but I knew he'd give me up eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
I heard a lot of people doing what I do. My code is how I stay human.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You won't get away with this.
You get them right, this happens. I designed this for you, Batman. Gotham's champion of justice will die in an unfair puzzle. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all. Well, I can't make you, of course. But people will die if you don't, including the agent next to you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Oh, you son of a bitch! Salty bastard.
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
Agent Avesta.
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that.
Please. Don't let him die.
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman. Ha. Here's your prize.
Why is he still doing it? He said he wouldn't.
Come on.
Son of a bitch.
What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
Blazer, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
This episode has been totally brutal, dude. You've no idea how brutal this episode has been.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman?
Me.
Who's on top of Gotham now?
I am.
What are you doing?
Saving the day. She's dead.
No, 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 no!
So in this episode, Blazing, I kind of broke Batman's code and I beat a man to a bloody pulp to get some answers. I wanted to see how it would play out.
Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You don't impress.
Shut him up. The thing about the Riddler in this game as well, Blazing, he's not canon to any other Riddler we've ever seen. This Riddler existed before Batman was even a thing. Like, this Riddler existed when the Thomas Wayne of this universe was still around.
Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
Well, technically, I only punched him 3 times and broke his cheekbone. And, yeah, Officer Montoya called me a monster for it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I suppose in that sense he is kind of like the Gotham's Riddler.
This can't be happening!
His design reminds me of Jim Carrey's Riddler from the Batman Forever movie.
Iman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
I'm just glad you're on your feet. You took quite a beating.
Yeah, that's one thing I was disappointed with the Riddler's incarnation in Gotham.
My ears.
He never really had the
I
stick.
can't hear.
I think we only saw the stick once or twice.
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman. You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Festus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it?
This entire twisted situation is your doing, Riddler. All blame is on you. And so are the consequences.
You came after me, you know. Not the other way around. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed.
Well, I didn't hurt her.
To show them.
I didn't press the button that hurt her, did I?
They backed
It
me
was
up,
him.
even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
I look forward to meeting these friends of yours. They're next on my list.
Good. They deserve it. Unless that white-faced prick set me up.
White-faced
Never
prick?
told them to meet me here.
We all know who that is. I wonder who that was.
They broke the pact.
The pact?
Yep, Joker serum. But in this one, it doesn't give him a smile; it just kills him. I mean, you can kind of tell with the green serum inside the vial. It's pretty distinct. It's pretty obvious that it throws it out there that it was Joker. It might as well have a sticker on it saying Joker was here.
But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. I hope it was worth it, Batman.
Worth it?
Riddler's a damn corpse. We got an agent bleeding from the years. We're not getting a shred of usable testimony out of Eli Nabel. Not after you scared him half to death in my custody. You went behind my back with Waller and buried the investigation in the process. This is beyond the goddamn pale. What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't mean for this to happen.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. The trust between us, it's gone.
Oh, shit.
Our partnership is over.
Oh, double shit.
No more sharing evidence. No more squad car backup. The GCPD can't support you anymore.
We've done so much for Gotham, Jim. Don't break up our team over this.
I can't work with someone who goes behind my back. And that's all there is to it. I just want to know how we got to such a messed up place.
You're supposed to be the one with the answers, Commissioner. Way I see it, Batman took initiative getting a confession from me. You, on the other hand, Gordon, well, you've been 2 steps behind Riddler from the start.
That is not fair.
This mess here, that's on you. Batman's had his priorities straight, but you...
Now wait a damn minute.
Your stonewalling the agency has screwed us all.
My thoughts exactly. If you spent less time complaining, maybe you'd get more done.
You son of a... After all the things we went through together?
That's enough, Commissioner.
I didn't think you'd say that last part.
Straight up get you demoted. Now leave us alone. We have
But
sensitive case details.
in the previous playthrough, I kind of cost Jim his job.
You two deserve each other.
In the previous playthrough, I sided with Jim, and Amanda straight out fired Jim. So really, I've saved Jim by going against him. I've saved his job.
The likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now.
Riddler expected his friends to back him up tonight. Guess he wasn't as popular as he thought.
That fits a theory we have. Evidence from his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group.
Yeah, that's Amanda Waller. Or at least this universe's version of her.
Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist.
Harleen! We all know who that is.
She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man
He's not
who
there, is
lives
he?
on
She's talking to
both
herself.
sides.
Oh, maybe not. I thought he'd grappled away and
knows
done a
exactly
cool
when to
escaping
cross
act.
it. Yes. You and I will be working together very closely.
That's uber creepy.
Bruce Wayne.
Wait, what? Oh, and the penny drops. She knows who I am. Oh, damn, that episode had a lot of twists. I really didn't want to do that to Jim, but I was playing it differently from my first playthrough, and as I said, I did save Jim in the end because Wallace just outright fired him in front of everything in my last playthrough. But yeah, that's the end of episode 1 for Batman Season 2. Stay tuned next week, we'll be doing episode 2. It's going to be a ride because I have not seen the way this plays out. Every time I've played this, I've always tried to keep on the side of Gordon, because you can't really do a tweeny thing on this one. You can't side with one or the other. You can't side with both at the same time. Because if you make a decision based on one act, the other one feels betrayed, and then it just leads off into another story, same vice versa. Well, in this universe, Blazon, Gordon was talking about how Amanda Waller is completely brutal. Her agents will stop at nothing to get what they want, which means they are willing to kill. But I think Amanda Waller's trying to corrupt Batman into just being an agency stooge, basically. So she can convince him to make the harder decisions that he wouldn't normally do, so break his code, basically. And that is a super creepy image. I mean, literally, John Doe showed up, Joker, should I say, showed up at Lucius Fox's funeral. It's like, dude, this guy was practically my father, and you're showing up here disrespecting him, taking a selfie with me. he pulls out his phone and takes a selfie with him at the funeral. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but it was fucking hilarious, you know? Oh yeah, totally. Every version of Amanda Waller just kills people outright. See, a lot of the decisions in this episode, as you can see with the percentage, I've gone with the unpopular choices. Alfred became vengeful. What the fuck can Alfred do? What's Alfred gonna do? Stick on one of Batman's old costumes and jump out there with him? I suppose that's true. Like Joker doesn't really care how life turns out for him because he knows he's, well, he knows he's in a comic book. He knows he's a fictional character. Joker, in a sense, is kind of like Deadpool in that way of things. Like, Deadpool knows he's a comic book character, he knows he's a TV character and whatnot. Same as Joker, so they both don't see any consequences to their actions, really. I would love to see a Joker versus Deadpool thing go on. That would be lit. I would love to see that happen. That is a seriously unpopular choice. 6.4%, 9.9%, 1.6%. Wow. Yeah, but that is it for the episode. I want to thank everyone for being active in the chat. I am Groot, Dan the Man, Blazing710420. Always appreciate you guys stopping in. You're always super supportive of the channel and my content. Really do appreciate the love and support from you guys. As I said, Sunday we will be back with The Walking Dead. We're doing 400 Days DLC. Going to do all of them at once, so it's going to be a long stream, guys. Stay tuned for that. And through the course of next week, we will be just bringing some new and different games to the channel, with most of our Telltale Games series now come to its conclusion. But of course, they are all in a playlist for your convenience. If you want to do check those out, feel free. Next week, of course, we will be starting up Season 2 of The Walking Dead. We'll be continuing Season 2 of Batman. And hopefully, I'm supposed to be getting my laptop back on Monday, so I can sort out the Back to the Future game, and we can start streaming that next Saturday. I put an emphasis on hopefully, because I'm not sure if I'll get my laptop back. They've been saying I'm going to get it back for 2 weeks now, and I just haven't got it back, so yeah, whatever. But anyway, guys, shout out to all subscribers, old and new. We're now at 875, slowly creeping towards that 900 goal. I'm trying to get to 900 before the year is done. So if you enjoy my content, if you're new to the channel, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. I always sub back to new subscribers, view any content you may be producing, and I also give shout outs when you come into the chat. So yeah, that being said, this has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all real soon, guys.